So this video is all about me stopping my progesterone. I had my 4th embryo transfer a couple of months back, and I am coming up to 12 weeks pregnant now. Stopping the progesterone is kind of bittersweet for us because obviously I want to stop it. I am on a high dose of it, which I will talk through in a minute. I've had enough of it. I want to break free, but at the same time, because we have experienced miscarriage, 4 miscarriages now, including one of these because these were twins, and now we are down to a single pregnancy. There is a fear of stopping it because you think maybe, my pregnancy is only being supported by this progesterone, which at this stage, nearing 12 weeks, simply isn't the case. But obviously paranoia takes over and you panic. So the advice from our clinic was to stop cold turkey at 10 weeks. So simply one day to the next, just stop the progesterone because supposedly the placenta will have taken over. And when the placenta takes over, it provides all the necessary progesterone, estrogen, all the hormonal supplements needed to support and maintain the pregnancy. So no matter how much I'm stabbing myself with progesterone, once the placenta's taken over, what I'm doing is completely unnecessary. However, I did a lot of Googling, obviously, read a lot of other people's stories, and it seemed to be more commonly that people stopped at 12 weeks as opposed to 10 weeks. And there isn't a clear kind of date and time for every woman that the placenta takes over. It seemed to say, various different medical websites said it will take over kind of between 8 to 12 weeks. And I thought, well, I don't want to stop progesterone at 10 weeks if perhaps mine's a bit slower and it hasn't fully taken over until 12 weeks. So our clinic thought we were a bit mad. I think we are possibly the only people in history there to beg to be on progesterone longer. They said it was completely unnecessary, but we're happy for us to do that and to support us to do that if that's what we really wanted to do. So I think we're about £35,000 down in IVF money by now, so a couple more £100 on progesterone really isn't going to hurt. So we stocked up on some more vials of progesterone, some more pessaries, and basically just committed to carry on until 12 weeks, but to reduce the dose between weeks 11 and 12 so that I was essentially weaning myself off. So let's have a look at what I'm on and how we're basically weaning off during this week. So how are we weaning off the meds? So every day I take one of these, which is folic acid. I take 5 milligrams, which is a higher dose because of my gene mutation. I also take one of these, which are vitamin D tablets, and these are kind of basics for any women trying to conceive or pregnant. Beyond this, in the IVF world, I take my Lubion. So this is my progesterone and oil injections. I take 2 of these a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and I can't wait to see the end of this awful Lubion. Never liked it, but at least it's helped me out. I'm also on the Cyclogest pessaries, 2 a day. I'm on the 400 mg of those, again, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. And then from the start of this medicated FET, I've been on these, which are estrogen patches. So I take 2 of these, apply 2 of these to my skin every other day. So I put 2 on, keep them on for 2 days, and then replace them with a new 2. So quite a lot of medicine, quite a hefty dose of things going on, and I've well and truly had enough. So how do we plan to reduce this? How are we going to wean ourselves off? So we are starting off at week 11 by reducing one of the Lubion injections, so going from 2 injections to 1 a day. In week 11, we're also reducing the patches, so we're going to take those down to 1 every other day for a few days. And unsurprisingly, we'll go down to 1 pessary a day. So we'll carry on like that until halfway through kind of week 11. Then I'm going to stop the estrogen patches completely, no more estrogen. And then when we hit week 12, so the day we are exactly 12 weeks, I'm doing my last Lubion injection and saying goodbye to that. And then I'm going to take Cyclogest, just 1 a day for a couple of days after that. And then that will be the end. And all I will be left with is my folic acid and my vitamin D, like all normal people have. So really excited. A couple more days to go and I hit 12 weeks and I'll be saying goodbye to all the drugs. I just can't believe it. I've been doing drugs for nearly over a year, and these are just the Lubion we've taken in this cycle. There's a hell of a lot more. Looking forward to ending it. So that is what we've been doing. My last injection is in a couple of days' time, which of course I will film. I think it might be quite emotional because there are so many, I don't even know, one day I'll count so many needles over all the cycles we've done. It's nuts, and one day I'll take a big photo of them all. So I'm going to fast forward to that now, and I will update you as well later on how I feel after stopping the drugs. Hopefully better, because I still feel very, very sick. I know it's mainly pregnancy symptoms and hormones, but I do feel battered and have done for almost 7 weeks now. So let's see how we go. Last injection. This is a monumental day because, for 2 reasons. Number one,
It was a great day.
it was a great day. Number one, how many weeks are we?
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
we're entering week 12.
We're 12 weeks today. Number two,
Number 2,
what's this?
it's the last torture
Last Lubion injection. Right here.
right now.
I like that. All preparing the needle. Where's the Lubion? Oh, we left it in the heated blanket. Here it comes. Okay. Alright. What we've been doing since starting Lubion in this cycle is I put the needle in, Muriel administers the drug. Which we didn't used to do, did we? I used to basically just do it and you'd kind of stand by in case I needed help. But
Yeah.
I really struggled to, for some reason, hold it and push it. It was quite, the syringes were tough, weren't they?
Yeah,
It was difficult to push it down, so
and because it's oil, so it's not like.
yeah, it's not easy to. Got my numbing cream on, as always. Always put it on an hour before, haven't we? And it helps. I can't get the bloody plaster off. Taking the plaster off is half the
After
battle.
battle, yeah.
Are you scared about stopping?
Yeah, I was. No, I was. I'm feeling better about it.
I've been so sick for so long, and I don't think that is the Lubion, but I don't think the Lubion's necessarily helping.
No.
So here we go. I think I'm going to put like a bow or something on this and put it in.
Why don't you just spray it gold?
Yeah, spray it gold. Good idea. You watch, this will be the one where I'm like, I can't do it. I can't
I
get the
know.
needle in.
We've been through 1 or 2 of those before.
We have been through a few crying moments, haven't we?
Well, the grand scheme of the 250 injection we've done, I think is a good track record of breaking down.
How many times have I cried?
I think twice.
Maybe 3 times.
Oh.
Maybe 4. Listen.
One.
2, 3, 4.
5!
You read it?
Yes! Wow! I look huge. I'm not the pregnant one. I knew you would cry. We did it! Well done. I'm a bit proud of you. We got everything done.
Should we show everything we've done?
Yeah.
This is all the syringes from this cycle. I kind of wish there was a way of showing all the estrogen patches and all the pessaries as well, but and all the tablets.
Cheers!
Cheers! So that's it. I'm going to do 2 more days of pessaries, aren't I? I'm going to
IVF got this.
promote the cup. Good stuff, Mira. Good stuff.
Are you a fighter?
Yeah, I think we are. I'm going to do 1 pessary tomorrow, 1 pessary the day after, and then stop. And I will be, well, I say drug free. Unfortunately, I've been put on a course of antibiotics unexpectedly. I have a urine infection, which was pretty much asymptomatic of, but when I went into hospital, they took urine sample and then I got told that I apparently have a urine infection. So I'm on antibiotics, which made me projectile vomit the other day. But I'll stop those in 4 days. So in 4 days, hopefully, I'll be completely drug free. So we have our 12-week scan in 4 days, at which point will be 12 weeks, 4 days. And we're very anxious for that. Desperately hoping everything's okay. I haven't had any more spotting, any more bleeding. Still feel nauseous, still very, very tired. So I'm hoping that's a good sign, and we will update you and let you know how we get on.
I just want to say that I wish I could just go to sleep until January and someone wake me up with the baby.
Yeah. I would like to say a big shout out to all the partners out there, whether you have a female partner, a male partner, husband, wife, whatever, whether you're doing it on your own as a single person, but you have a great friend or family support, whatever it is, there's always someone cheering you on the sidelines. But this one, Yes, I do the injections, hoo-ha, but I genuinely feel that every injection I do, Muriel also does, mainly because she administers them. But
I do, yeah.
it's really, really hard. I think it's actually harder being the person having to do the propping up and the support, and because I've been so ill with the pregnancy, Muriel has done everything, and I mean everything. I don't do anything. So yeah, I'm just very lucky, and I've never ever felt that I was doing this on my own. I've always felt that we're in this
We're a team.
150% together, which is great. And you know what I've always said from this cycle is the first time that I've had the embryo transfer, and I said from the day of the transfer, I said, these are not my embryos. I've never felt that these embryos were biologically created by me. It was really weird. I always felt that they had a stronger connection to Muriel, and I didn't feel that from our other transfers, but with this one I did, which I think is really nice. So that's it. We'll let you know how we get on our 12-week scan, and fingers crossed for continued progression. If not, you'll find us in a cave somewhere on a remote island.
Yeah.
And we'll be in there for a long time.
Well done, partner.
We made it to the end.
What a team.
Made it to the IVF end anyway, bloody hopes.
The end of 30% of
End of the beginning.
Yeah.